The Pharaoh is the heart of Egypt. The land is its body, and the people are its blood. One day you will rule Egypt, my son. Your armies will thunder across the boundless desert. And it shall tremble beneath them, as it shook beneath the pounding feet of the countless men who toiled in the burning sun to build your grandfather's eternal resting place. He was Egypt, just as I am Egypt, and as you will be Egypt. His face is my face, and your face. His strength, our strength, for his blood runs in our veins. He labored a lifetime to build this monument, which now watches over us. And when it was complete, so too was his life complete. Yet even as my father was taken by Anubis, a new life came forth. And as your grandfather was bound in fine linen, so were you wrapped in swaddling clothes. And a new day dawned for Egypt. In time, each pharaoh must heed the call of Osiris and embark on a final journey to the immortal realm. For when the day of Pharaoh's reign is at an end, so the night of his eternal sleep begins. While he slumbers undisturbed, so shall Egypt endure.
Hello and welcome back to Richard Plays Games. My name is Richard and I play games. And welcome to 1999. Look at that aspect ratio. No, don't worry, we haven't travelled in time. We're just going to be playing an older game today. So this is part of a series that we're going to start. It's going to be called Way Back Wednesday. And it's just going to be playing through some of these classic games that I played as a kid. I'm sure you did as well. And I just decided that with that, we're going to start with the Pharaoh and Cleopatra, which was absolutely one of my favourites when I was growing up, when I was younger. And I'm a little bit behind. As you can see, I played a little bit already, but we're going to start again. I'm a little bit behind because I've just found out that this one's getting a remaster. It's got a page on Steam, but it doesn't have a release date yet. And the developers are saying it's not a remaster, it's a complete rebuild, but well, I guess we'll find out. But it seemed like a really good time to play through again, so that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to begin our family history. If any of you have played this one before, you know the first sort of two missions are very, very short. So we'll play through the first two. What we're going to try and do is the first three missions, which is really the game hand-holding you as you get into the later missions. So we'll do those ones. We'll see how far we get, how quickly we get, and we'll see what we're going to do from there. But let's begin. So we're going to start at the pre-dynastic period. Your family begins in the pre-dynastic period, loading a small band of nomads through their discovery of the arts of civilization. Right, let's do that.
It is said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So may the story of a great nation begin with one dream. The Red Land has given birth to such a dream. Clans of nomads carry it in their heart, across the immeasurable desert and into the land of Egypt.
I love those cutscenes. This guy speaks really slowly though.
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs.
Okay, we're going to skip this. 6 mega shanties, that'll do. We can do that. Right, housing and roads. The first thing this village will need we'll need our housing to provide settlers with suitable place to live and a network of roads to allow the inhabitants to find their way around. It's pretty simple, click and drag kind of system of roads and houses. The one thing that the game doesn't handle very well say it doesn't handle very well, something you have to think about when you're building in this game is intersections, because you have these characters that you need them to follow certain paths. And as we get into some of the later missions, what we probably will do is we're going to build in a way that will help us. Right, we're going to build that there to there. What we can do is we can drop a well in these places, and then that will let us build some housing. And then we're going to need to build some more wells. The wells are not very good. Obviously, this is just the first mission, so it's very limited with what you can build. The wells, are not. They're basically used in this first mission, and that is it, because they don't provide clean water. A part of the game, what it wants you to do is create desirable areas for people to live, and wells are just so undesirable that they actually bring everything else down. They stop the houses from developing. So you can see we got our first, our first houses being built. So they're upgrading quite quickly. So if we click on this one here, so the crude hut, local conditions are improving, and its dwelling owners are upgrading it even now. So you can see that they upgrade quite quickly. They have access to water, which is the first thing that you need to provide. So we'll just let these settlers come in, increase our population. I'm just going to rack the speed up to 90. Yes, that seems to be quite good. So they come in, these houses get built up. As they develop, they have more space in them, so more people will arrive. Cool, right. Food. A growing population needs a reliable source of food and some means of storing and distributing it. Certain animals, like ostriches in this region, can be hunted for game. So this is just introducing food into the game, which is the second thing that they would need. And then we build a bazaar to distribute the food. And this is what we were talking about earlier with the intersections, right? Like if you've got an intersection, then the bazaar worker, they have to decide what way to go, and then that can cause you some problems because they might take a turn that doesn't actually lead them to where any of your houses are. So what I've done, if you just notice it, I've demolished this part of the road, so now they have to come down to at least down this road here, and hopefully they'll come down this road here. We're going to place a couple of hunting lodges, so we'll just place those here. And then we're going to build our granary. And again, we're going to do that same road delete trick. So now we've sort of self-contained the village. And it means that when they come out from the hunting lodges to look for people to work there, they'll walk past the houses, which was how they are going to find their employees. And then we start to generate food, which you can see here. The granary now has 400 game meat in it. So perfect. So we've got food, we've got some water, but now we're going to build water supplies, and this is just water delivery, and the same thing applies, right? So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to delete that, and I'm going to delete that as well. Good. And then we'll build a couple of water supplies. Wow, this is progressing quite quick actually. Fire. So again, just like other buildings, same deal. The fire marshals walk around. As they walk around, the chance of a fire diminishes. The longer it's been without a fire marshal walking around, then it will go up. So we need a firehouse. Okay. And we also need to demolish these wells, which we're going to do. And then they can be used for more housing. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our this is the bazaar buyer, so she's going to go and buy the meat, and then she's going to distribute it, and we're already starting to get our meager shanty. We need 6 of these, and that will finish the level for us. So that's pretty much it for this bit. What we're going to just do is just wait for those to upgrade, and then we should be good to go from there. We seem to be having some issues. We're not getting as much of a improvement as I hoped. So a few more. There we go. Right. Cool. Right, proceed.
Well done. By filling your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step on the long road of history.
Right. Start again. Right. Second level. 10 ordinary cottages.
After many years,
This.
and the passage
Okay.
of
Again, you're very slow. Right. Gold. So we can mine for gold in this level, and also it's the first time we have a palace. The palace is quite a useful building actually because it really improves the desirability of areas, and that's something that early in the game, when you don't have a lot of the beautification sort of parts, it can cause you some problems. One thing I definitely found out as I played this game when I was, a young lad, was that I always thought that that my settlement had to be connected, to the main road, like this. They call it the Kingdom Road, and that's just not the case. It can be completely separate. It's absolutely not required. So we're just going to build the basics again of what we need. That was just telling us that we don't have enough people to fill all the jobs, but that will change quite quickly now. So this sort of U-shape road here, this is like the optimum settlement design, I guess, or block design for the game, because it forces everyone to walk past every house, which is what you want. So you can see our water carrier now is walking around, and that's forcing him to walk past every house, which then upgrades them. We get more people, so on and so forth. Right, so food next. We've got hunting lodges again, so we're just going to build those down here, and just a granary to store. And as with the first level, we didn't do it as much in the first level, but all we're just trying to do is avoid creating intersections, so that's like a decision point for a character. We don't want that. Right, I'm gonna build a few more housing areas just for that. Okay, right, so that's the very basics set up. Let's get into our gold mining. So place a couple of gold mines. That's going to use up all our money, but it should give us more. Yes. Yeah, okay, fine. We're going to place another architect's post. Oh, just one, not two. Just because these are very prone to collapse, and having the architect constantly walk around there is helpful. And then we just need somewhere to place our palace, which we will do. That's as good a place as any. Right, we're in a little bit of debt, but we've got some gold mines up and running now, which is fine. And so gold's created is going to come straight to our palace here, and we should be good. We do have a fire station. I was going to say, I don't think I've built fire. But this is all running quite smoothly, so you can see the dwellings are upgrading. We've got provided sort of all of the basics that we need, and we're just going to create some more gold. I'm just actually going to build another couple of gold mines. Okay. Gods. Right, religion. I really like how this game just bit by bit just drip feeds you the next thing, just early on, just so you get an idea of what it is that you need. So there are 5 gods that we can, each region might have. Every city is different religious tendencies. In a given city, one god is usually held in particularly high esteem and is referred to as its patron god, while other gods are worshipped as mere local deities, and others may be completely unknown. The patron god of Tinis is Bast. Awesome. Okay, that's fine. We can add that in. Let me just set up so that these mines are functional, just so we can create a little bit more, and we're going to put our first temple down here. So oh gosh, right, sorry, it's moving along really quickly now. Entertainment we'll come back to. Another thing I used to think as a kid is like that you needed a lot of road along certain parts, but actually as long as a building has one tile that connects up to a road, that's enough for it to function. So you can see already that our temple is functional. and the priest is out, which is great. What's going on here? A little bit of... Where's this meager shanty that they're not happy about? Okay, bit of desirability problems here, that's fine. Right, entertainment, let's go back to that message there. So, as your city becomes more advanced, some citizens can enjoy leisure time activities. That must be nice. Fine, it's the same process. It's just the buildings have different requirements. So, we can build a juggler school. That's going to create jugglers for us, and then we just need to create somewhere for them to perform, which can be done like so. So these require them to be on intersections, but just little ones, so it doesn't cause us too many problems with decision making from the characters. Just as long as you limit the intersections. This here, I think, is a little bit close to the bazaar, isn't it? Yeah, that's causing some trouble, which is fine. I think we should get enough out of what we need out of just the ones that have developed down here. There we go. Fine, perfect. Cool. First two, done. 15 minutes, how'd you like that?
Excellent. You have built the first true city in this unforgiving land, providing for your citizens' corporal and spiritual needs, and have helped the Thinite Confederacy unify the divided land.
Okay, right. Let's move on. Number 3.
The Thinite nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme ruler. To aid them in their cause, it is hoped that you will endeavor to establish a thriving community at Perwadget, in the humid delta region of Lower Egypt.
Perwadget. Okay, let's go. 600 population, modest homesteads. Sorry, I'm going to skip you again. You talk too slowly. Right, farming. This is our new way of food production in the 3rd mission, and we have essentially floodplains, and we build farms on them. Then we need labor camps to supply the farms on the floodplains. Fine. What I'm actually going to do at the beginning of this mission, I'm going to pop the speed right down, just so it gives me time just to plan out a few things, because we just need to decide what the best way to build these farms is. Yeah, I think like that looks good. Okay, that should be enough just to get us a decent amount of food on the first harvest. We just need to make sure that all of these have got some kind of road connection, and then somewhere for them to... we haven't really left anywhere for us to... Yeah, that's not actually a good design, because we haven't left anywhere for us to actually get off the floodplain. Actually, let's do that down there like so. Cool. Okay. Right. Same trick as before. I'm going to delete a little bit of this road here. And we're going to build in along here. I'm not going to do the sort of U-shaped design just because in the earlier levels it's not as important. Actually, I don't want to place that there. Let's start with actually what we need. So we need a couple of work camps, which are just going to man those fields. We need a granary. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do, we'll build that along there, and we're going to do it along this sort of corner here for now. So again, just a good strip of housing. Perfect. And then just the things that we need just at each end. So that should be fine. Then we need firehouse, architect's post, police station. We won't worry with the palace just yet. We won't build a temple just yet because that's not quite. We just need to get these first bits up and running. So this should get us water and food, hopefully. So let's pop the speed back up and see if this is enough. I might need a little bit more housing. And also I'm just going to delete this bit of road here so we keep everyone within our settlement. Okay. So we should get, again, that same message about not enough people. Yeah, we get that all the time, but that's fine. Later on in the game, you can sort of prioritize what industries you want, and you can obviously put them in the order of how important it is to get each residence upgrade. But for now, we can't do that, so we just let the game figure it out for itself, and we will eventually just gain enough people for the jobs that we need. So the water supply looks like it's, yeah. So they're manned, and people are going to start. Here we go. He's going to go out and start delivering. So we'll start getting the upgraded houses, which is great. And then more people can move in. It looks like we've got people in the fields, which is perfect. So this should be enough, just, to start us off. Yes, enough people do work in the granary. So this should just be enough to start us off, get us a decent amount of food to start. Cool. Everything seems to be working fine. Let's just pop the speed up. Oh my, whoa, that's crazy. All right, too much. We'll leave it be, actually. that went mad, didn't it? Okay, we'll just let that be. What we just need to do, we just need we need harvest time to come, which is September. It's currently July, so a couple more months, but there just should be enough food grown here just to get the settlement a bit more upgraded, and then we can start to build in the next things that it would need. In fact, we can do that now. Let's build a temple down here. And what we're going to do, we're going to build the palace just here, and that should actually improve the desirability of this area, and then see how those houses very quickly upgraded. Right, here come our figs. So our food is there. Okay, now we've got industry. Now that you've given people basic food and water, you can enhance their lifestyle with other goods such as pottery. So clay pits. Build a storage yard, which is like a granary, I guess, for goods. That's fine. Let's get these houses upgraded first, and then we'll work on the pottery stuff. So we filled our granary, which is great. There should be enough food to keep us going for a little while, and we should be able to upgrade all of these houses as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is all going all well so far. You can see this problem. So this bizarre trader here, she's stuck in a little loop just here, so she's not actually going into where the houses are. Now she's taken that route, but it shows the problem with intersections, and later in the game you start to get roadblocks, and that makes a huge improvement in how you can force certain people to go in certain directions, and that makes a big difference on how well you can sort of control the improvements of the city. I'll just build that there for the jugglers, and we'll build a juggler school down here. That's fine. Our population's growing. 600 is what we need to be. We need modest homesteads, which is going to be a couple more above this one here. And I'm pretty sure that this is the part of the first mission we get, like the beautification stuff, which helps with desirability. Right, we need to work on this industry bit, don't we? Raw materials, clay pit. This needs to be close to the river. There we go. So somewhere like here. Actually, I'm going to demolish that. This is going to be tough because it's going to need another intersection, which I really don't want to build, but I don't think I have much of a choice. That's fine. That should do it. And then I'm going to build that down there. I really don't want to do that. That's going to really screw it up a little bit, I think, but we'll give it a go. And a storage yard. And with this, I know we can say that that's fine. So it doesn't take in figs, it just takes in clay and pottery. Oops. Good. Right. Done. So hopefully we've got enough. The clay pits are now creating clay, which is fine. I need to build another architect's post because they have a tendency to collapse. I'm just hopeful that these will get manned, that there's enough. And one thing you can do, you can just drop like a house here. So this will be occupied, and as long as the buildings can, you know, walk past an occupied house, they'll pull labour from the rest of the town, even if there's just like one tiny shack there. It connects up that there's labour available. But anyway, what have we got now? Your city suffers from health problems, as is to be expected with a growing population. Malaria and disease are the most common health crisis. That's fine. So we need to build some doctors, basically. Clean water supply. Local apothecaries can provide insect repellent. That's fine. So we can do this. So okay, so we do need more people, which is fine. Let's drop in a few there and along there. So we can pop in a physician and then an apothecary. I'm probably saying that wrong, by the way. If I am, ignore me. We can pop there, and that should be enough to get them. But there's a lot of dying going on. I think that's why, you know, our population's dropped quite significantly, because a lot of people have died of malaria, which is why we're struggling with filling the jobs. But hopefully they should start to get cured, or at least they'll die out and it will control the population. Oh gosh, it's just disaster central, isn't it? Flames. Right, where's this? Is our... Okay, I think the problem is because I've now got too many intersections. You know, things are just not getting seen to. So the fire warden is not able to go through. That's... Oh god, it's all going terribly. This is all going awful. Everything is on fire, literally. You can see that this is sort of the, you know, what I was talking about earlier in terms of intersections, the problems they cause. It's not gone well. That's fine. Right, that's fine. Those fires are done. We can replace that bazaar. Perfect. Okay, right. Are we creating pottery? I think we need more workers, but they're coming. People are coming. And then that will start the houses to upgrade again, and we'll get more people. So we should get back up to about our 600 population, which is where we were before the malaria outbreak. And hopefully I've sorted out the problems with fire. Right, here we go. This is what I need. Great job. You've got some industry up and running, and now you can think about making a few improvements to your city. Beautification could be used to make some neighborhoods more desirable, and municipal structures can help things run more efficiently. So we get our statues and our gardens, roadblocks, which is perfect. Water crossings we don't need at the moment. So right, I can roadblock here now, and this area. So what we can do is we can... yes, that's fine. That works. So we've roadblocked here. I can fill in this road now as well. We won't worry about this top road. But essentially what it means is everything around here... Actually, I'm going to change where that roadblock is to here and delete that one. So essentially these now are forced through the village where the houses are. So up here they'll still go round the corner, but it now forces them through this village, which will then mean that they get the services they want. And what we can do is we can also place a few gardens along here, and that should just force everything to straight away start to level up. There we go. Right. So everything's now leveling up. We just need pottery. Oh, entertainment. They're not getting enough. The jugglers are wandering around. Maybe we just need... Is there like more entertainment they need? Because they've got the pottery. Let's place another booth here. I don't know if there's like a number of jugglers that they need to walk past before they'll upgrade. That seems a bit confusing. That's... Oops, I wanted this one.
I can barely keep up.
I mean, it doesn't like the desirability. That's fine. We can maybe place a few of these plazas, and they start to make areas more desirable, which is good. Obviously, this is money that we don't want to spend huge amounts of because we did run out. But now we seem to have a load, so that's fine. This is really confusing me. I'm not sure why, because I don't have any other entertainment options, and jugglers are what I have. Maybe I just need to build another one of these. Let's build another juggler's school and just see if that is enough to force these to upgrade. What's stopping you? Desirability again. Okay. I might demolish you. Just pop a garden there just to make it enough that everything around us improves. Just seeing if there's anything else that we need to do. I don't think so. I think we just need these to update. We need these to upgrade, but they don't seem to want to. That firehouse is causing some problems. It's weird. I can't. Bear with me. I'm gonna figure this out, and then we'll have to come back in just a moment because I can't figure out why they wouldn't upgrade. Okay, right. Welcome back. As you can see, right. So I did a Google because I really couldn't figure out what was going on, and it turns out that it was a bug. At hard difficulty, you need more than one entertainment type for them to upgrade, but at this mission we only have one entertainment type, so of course we couldn't upgrade. So a little bit of research, we found out what actually was needed is I needed to drop the difficulty down to normal, which I've now done, and as you can see we're victorious. We've done the mission, and I think that's probably going to be the best place to leave it. So we've done the first 3 missions. We absolutely will be coming back to this. We're gonna complete this game. But for now, I think this is the perfect time to finish the video. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. We definitely will be playing more games like this. And until then, I will see you when I see you.